Welcome to the Underground.
Turn me up, bitch!
My Little Underground with Peter A.
It's My Little Underground. I'm Peter A. Make sure you're subscribed anywhere you get podcasts, and be sure to follow me on socials at MLU Pod. You can also support My Little Underground for as little as $1 a month. Link is in the description and over at peteraradio.com. Today we're going to talk about some music that I'm looking forward to in this brand new fresh year of 2021. We're going to talk up some albums that I know that are coming out with release dates, and some artists that I know that are putting out albums but don't have a release date set in stone. And lastly, we're going to talk about a few artists that I believe may be putting out an album in 2021, but nothing is set in stone. So let's get things started with Palberta, a very exciting group from right here in New York City. They're going to put out their fifth album, Palberta 5000, January 22nd. And this time around, these ladies, they're going to be focusing on making some catchy tunes that are going to stick in your head. And I know this to be true because the teaser singles to this album says all of that, including Before I Got Here, one of my favorite singles of 2020. This tune has a very, very fantastic horn section towards the end that I think you all should check out. Palberta, new album, Palberta 5000, coming to us January the 22nd. Madlib Four Tet have something cooking for this year. Honestly, I was hoping for another Quasimodo album. Well, maybe because the cover of the Freddie Gibbs and Madlib collaboration, Bandana, had Quasimodo on the cover. I guess I assumed that maybe some brand new Quasimodo is in the works for the new year. I don't know. But, I'm happy anything Madlib does, I'm open to listening to it. And I think a collaboration with Four Tet will be quite interesting. Four Tet actually pitched to Madlib to put together songs that aren't necessarily meant for a vocalist, just a bunch of tunes that can come together as a cohesive project. And these two have been sending songs to each other, and Four Tet has been arranging them, and this project is coming together as Sound Ancestors. That's coming out in January. No specific date set in stone, but it's coming out January. So look out for that. Madlib Four Tet. Going all the way out to Toronto, we have Bernice, which is the project of Robin Dan. They announced a follow-up to 2018's incredible Puff in the Air Without a Shape. If you haven't heard that yet, go check it out. The new album is called Bonjourno. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's coming out March 5th. The latest single is Groove Elation, and Robin said this about the song. It is, quote, a ripple through many decades of a life. And I think that is the perfect definition of the song. And also, on top of that, we have Robin's smooth, jazz-like vocals with tons of layers of ambiance and brass. It's a very unpredictable pop tune. It's almost like a pop song that's losing its traditional form very slowly. It's very interesting. I would definitely check that out. Here in New York, we have Love Honey. They're working on their full-length eponymous album that's coming to us in February. No specific date listed as of yet. And way back in August, they went out to Long Island, Sabella Studios, to record their debut full-length album. In about a week, it's short and sweet, only 10 tracks. There's going to be a CD and t-shirt bundle and some vinyl later. I'm very excited to hear Love Honey on analog. They're perfect for that format. Speaking of Long Island, Small Data. Small Data is a project of Cara Goldstein. She announced her debut album, Inconvenience Store. It's coming out this winter, but that date can change because I remember talking to Cara on My Little Underground, and she wanted to put out a single Black Friday. That never happened. And I know Cara artistically is a perfectionist, and she goes back to the drawing board a lot, which is admirable. And I actually heard a few demos of this album, and I'm very impressed. There's a lot going on in some of these songs. They are, very melodic driven, multi-layered instrumentation. A far cry from her self-titled EP that came out a couple of years ago. So I'm very excited for the brand new Smol Data LP, Inconvenience Store. And actually, Cara put together a nice little Spotify playlist, Inspiration Store Inspo, tons of Metric on there, which is great. I mean, Metric is incredible, so perfect influence. And I hear a little bit of Metric in some Smol Data anyway. Yeah, so look out for the brand new Smol Data LP 2021. Mr. Dion Lunadon, the former bass player of A Place to Bury Strangers, stepping out on his own, and he put out a brand new, he put out a solo album in 2017 that is unbelievable. It has this consistent fire and excitement that you don't see a whole lot of in a lot of recent garage rock, outputs. Dion just has this consistency, and he's able to maintain a certain high level of energy that not a lot of bands can do. But, Dion has been doing this for forever, going back to his days in the D4. It's all killer, no filler. I love that. So looking forward to Dion's second solo album. There's no release date as of yet. He's still working on it, so hopefully it'll come out sometime this year. Now, Death from Above 1979, they haven't formally announced a new album as of yet, but recently, if you follow them on Instagram, they have been posting old footage of themselves. Going back to 2004, they recently put up a clip of them on Conan right before their debut album, Your Woman, I'm a Machine, came out way back in 2004. And the caption to this video was 4. And they are currently 3 albums deep. So hopefully album number 4 is coming to us sometime this year. And lastly, Meet Me at the Altar. They recently just signed with Fueled by Ramen, and they've been very active on social media this year, doing Netflix parties and even tours within their house. And they also put out 2 remarkable singles in 2020, Garden and May the Odds Be in Your Favor. So hopefully we get another EP or a full-length album from Meet Me at the Altar. That's going to do it for my 2021 anticipated show here on My Little Underground. I'm Peter A. Make sure you're subscribed to My Little Underground wherever you get podcasts. Be sure to follow me on socials at MLU Pod. And you can donate to My Little Underground for as little as $1 a month. The link is in the description and over at peteraradio.com. So much more music to listen to in 2021. I'm very excited to see what the year has in store for us. All right, I'm Peter A. Later days.